Hey, what is up, punks? My name is Fliplascript, and I've gotten a ton of requests to do stuff that isn't creepypasta related, and I hear you guys loud and clear. So this is just a little test video. So since this is a test video, just leave a like or a dislike if you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, and please comment down below what you thought about this as well as another subject. Again, you guys, I hardly ever ask for likes or dislikes or comments, but in this video, this is definitely needed. So please leave your feedback down below. And this is a story. This is a scary story that actually happened to me in real life. This is not a creepypasta that I wrote. This actually happened, and I thought this was a good way to start doing different content. Before I get into this, side note, I am not going away from Fortnite creepypastas, so don't leave, don't do anything like that. I'm actually going to be uploading a lot more videos now. I actually quit my day job. So hopefully guys, you'll get 4 to 5 videos this week, as well as a sequel to Red Team Leader or a sequel to The Bus Driver on Saturday. So with that in mind, let's get into the video. So a long time ago, when I was 19, for those of you who don't know, I'm 24 now, so this is about 5 years ago. I had a friend who I lived with called CJ. And for those of you who like my creepypastas, CJ from Disconnected is actually based off of a real person in my life. So side note and Easter egg for you right there. We lived in my parents' pool house. And it was weird because he always said that someone was following him. He had a real life close to death experience, and he always thought that there was some sort of demon following him around. And you know, for me, I'm kind of pessimistic about that kind of stuff, but you know, it actually is kind of maybe true, because there was just a few instances where things would happen that shouldn't have happened. Some things that I heard from his girlfriend at the time, and later backed up by my other friends, who I know wouldn't make it up because there was just no way for them to have the same story without talking to each other about it. But it would just be like weird instances to where he would say, I feel it, I feel something, and then out of nowhere the door would open. Like the door would just slam open, and then it would be like someone walked in, and then the door would slam, like there was no wind outside or anything to make that happen. And then he would just stare. My friend CJ would just stare at it. No one else could see it but him. And you would think it would be an elaborate troll, but like you could see the fear of God in CJ. Like something was genuinely there. And so a few months go by and nothing really happens until this. This is actually really cool, and it kind of got me into writing creepypastas. We were just chilling in the pool house, and I was watching, I forget which one it was, but it was a creepypasta by Mr. Creepypasta. And at the end of that video, there's like these hands that go to pray, and it's the end of the video, and as soon as the hands touch, this TV that is on a TV stand that had been there for a few months just falls randomly. As soon as the creepypasta is over and the hands go to pray, it just falls and it breaks, it shatters. And the weirdest part was, after we turned off the TV, like the TV was off, it was broken, it had an imprint burn-in of the two hands praying. And then the lights flickered on and off, and the door just opened and shut randomly. Again, no wind, no anything like that. And then, which is actually kind of why I do some things like this in my creepypastas, because it actually happened to me. My Xbox, my modded Xbox, would just turn on and off, on and off. And I modded my Xbox. I didn't JTAG it, I modded it. And it had a clear panel with blue LED strips, and they would just strobe. They would go on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. And it was just the weirdest thing, and it was kind of scary. It was just a lot of weird, random stuff that was happening. And over the next few days, you just felt something. Like you felt a presence. It was very cold in there, and I live deep south, and it's usually really hot in there without an air conditioner. But it was, I would say, like 40 to 50 degrees on a 98 degree summer day. You could just feel something. You could feel like the presence of just something. And for some reason or another, my friend CJ thought it would be a great idea to get a Ouija board. And I know what some of you are thinking. Some of you might not know what a Ouija board is, but for a lot of you out there who know what a Ouija board is, you're probably going to be like, this ain't no movie, you gonna die. And so we play with the Ouija board, and the next thing I know, he like does the thing with the, I forget what they're called, it's the triangular thing that you use. It's on like the tip of my tongue. It starts with like a P, like the Pichette or something like that. That is really close though. And we were just like, let us know if you're here. And then the speakers on the top of the surround sound system that we have, which by the way were mounted, fall. They just like fall, as if someone pushed them like very violently. They just fall. And then after that, you know, we like said goodbye to like the Ouija board. We did everything that you're supposed to do in that realm of things. And I mean, after that, what we did was we just followed what you're supposed to do. You know, we got a rosary, we took the Ouija board, we put some salt over it. We kind of debated whether or not to bury it somewhere or burn it. We were like, you know, hey, if we burn it, that might, if this is real and true and not just a coincidence, that might really irritate whoever that is who's messing with us, you know, versus if we bury it, it's still not technically gone. So I just kind of did the smart thing, in my opinion, and I just put it in with the trash the same day that the trash people came to pick it up. And after that, nothing really happened, but I'm not too sure if that is because of the fact that CJ left and is no longer in my life and it has just followed him forever, or if it's just because we, you know, burned or got rid of the Ouija board. But I figured this would be a nice little short, sweet, and to the point story for you guys because it has a lot of cool innuendos in there. This got me started writing really creepy, like video game related creepypastas because of this experience that I had. Also, if you guys can put two and two together, I said CJ is no longer in my life anymore. So that's actually the Easter egg of disconnected, because at the end of the Easter egg, he says, you left me. So, you know, I just figured this would be a nice little video on a Monday instead of a creepypasta. I think this one's actually creepier because this is true. This happened. But like I said at the beginning of this video, you guys, if you enjoyed these kind of story time videos, comment down below what kind of story do you want to see? What kind of content do you want to see on this channel? And then also, did you like the story? Do you just want me to stick with creepypastas? Do you think there's some room for this here on like a Monday or a Tuesday? I would love to know what you guys think. So comment down below and I'll see you hopefully Tuesday. If not, I'll see you when.
I want to tell you a story, something personal of how I'm feeling about this road right now. Let's go. Everyone, stop and take a breath. Do you hear a demon in your head? A heartbeat in your chest.